Okay, Kraven versus Bane. I decided to give, Kraven with his potion, Bane without. Currently, Kraven has taken his potion for, I think it's about 40, 45 years, because he's 70. He no longer takes the potion, he doesn't need to. He essentially has built up like a stock in his body. So at first I was like, if I do Kraven now, he still has the effects of the potion. If I did Bane without Venom, it felt kind of like an uneven match. And then I thought, well, I could do a series of matches, but then I've got Kraven, Potion, Kraven without Potion, just two different fights. Bane with Venom, Bane without Venom. But then should I do Bane with Venom versus regular Kraven, Kraven with Potion versus regular Bane? It just, So I decided to go with Bane with the Venom. That's why I've got the super roided up jacked version versus Kraven with the full expanse of his potion. I've often thought, out of all the people to not have been in a Spider-Man movie, it's Mysterio and Kraven. I think Kraven will allow you to do such a fantastic design of a character. Kraven's also one of the reasons why I did my Batman vs. Spider-Man. People were like, Batman would never lose, would never beat Spider-Man. Kraven can do it. Then Kraven, when it comes to superhero abilities, they're not super incredible if you actually read his actual skills. So I'll actually go through this course as Bane at his peak, Kraven at his peak. So intelligence. Kraven has got a tremendous amount when it comes to his overall knowledge of things. Bane, eidetic memory, spent 1 year to decipher who exactly is Batman. Speaks multiple languages. However, Venom actually enhances his intelligence and actually gives him a faster mental acuity. So I would say that Kraven has a higher degree of knowledge, but Bane in this fashion has, I'd probably say, an almost equal amount of knowledge, but he acts a little bit faster. Fighting, no problem. Give this one to Kraven. Kraven's skill when it comes to pressure points is human and animal. This is a man who can fight animals barehanded. So this is the original Zangief in Kraven. While Bane is an incredibly skilled fighter, I think Kraven has got just a slight edge when it comes to that. That a lot is just due to his overall experience, the time he's actually been engaged in these things. Bizarre fact, when I was looking up stats on Kraven, he is listed as only a 2-tonner. That is Marvel, that's Comic Vine, that's Wikipedia. Listed 2-tonner. Bane on Venom is a 15-tonner. Speed. Bane actually does have enhanced agility when it comes to being on Venom, but he's also significantly larger too. When you look at somebody like Kraven, Kraven is near superhuman levels when it comes to speed. Near. He's Olympic level, he's also slightly smaller in size. If you have two people who are both Olympic level when it comes to movement, Venom would give Bane a slight edge in this, but his overall size and mass is actually going to slow him down a little bit. Invulnerability. Kraven has shown that he can take a tremendous amount of physical abuse. Most people think that that Kraven has a real superhuman level of strength is because normally superhuman vulnerability matches that of strength. Bane, even though he's got this tremendous amount of muscular density, as you saw in things like Nightfall, projectiles still make him bleed. He's not bulletproof, he's not bludgeon proof, he's not scratch or piercing proof, slashing proof. But you compare that to Kraven, Kraven's getting punched by Spider-Man, and he's surviving fairly well. That's a tremendous amount of invulnerability. Durability. Kraven actually does have a superhuman level of recovery. He doesn't get exhausted. Bane with Venom has a similar level, however, it's directly tied to how much venom that's going through his system. As this fight progresses, if the amount of venom inside Bane begins to wane a little bit, he's actually going to start building more lactic acid. You're not going to see that anywhere near as much in Kraven. Energy projection. This is how good these guys are when it comes to weapons. Now, form comes up and down on this. This just has to do with the fact that Kraven is a fantastic big game hunter. He's a great hunter. So he knows how to use a lot of different sorts of weapons. Someone like Bane is going to go out to wage war. Bane is going to be carrying larger, heavier weapons. That's just who Bane is. Kraven is the guy that you would hire because you want to take out a specific individual. Bane's the guy that you hire because, like, I want you to take out this one guy, yeah, but cripple the whole organization while you're at it. And that's Bane. Versatility. I'm going to give versatility to Kraven. Main reason why I would give versatility to Kraven is he has those years of experience. Bane has spent the majority of his life inside of prison. So Bane knows a lot of improvised weapons. He knows a lot of guns. But he doesn't have anywhere near as much of that long-term tracking, that long-term hunting. He also doesn't have all the abilities that Kraven has. Kraven does have superhuman hearing, eyesight, sense of smell. So he's got kind of like the Wolverine amalgam of abilities, as well, of course, with this like healing effect. So kind of like he's Wolverine without having been around since the Civil War, depending on writer, and no bone claws. So compared to the X Factor, I had to think long and hard with this one, and I'm going to go with Kraven. Kraven's biggest feat is killing Spider-Man. Bane's biggest feat is hunting down, breaking into Batman's compound, and then crippling and exhausted Batman. When people think Bane, they think him breaking the Bat. But he didn't break a fresh Batman. I mean, still, it's an impressive feat. He was the one person who actually figured who Batman was, got into his house, but he set up this massive plan, like, okay, Batman, you're going to fight a gauntlet, then you're going to fight a fresh me. And even though Bane's tremendously skilled and definitely a dangerous foe, he's taken on somebody who I'd probably say is equally as dangerous, just based on the amount of knowledge that he has, based on the experience that he has. Yes, Bane is a lot stronger individual. That's entirely based on the fact that he has the venom coursing through his veins. At range, I think Bane has an advantage, just because he's going to walk in with bigger guns, with stronger guns. He's going to walk in with an arsenal. Kraven is going to pick his shots a lot more. And I'm pretty sure Kraven has probably had some sort of level of experience with people who are on some sort of additional chemical. He's been around way too long to not have faced somebody and go, I see you have tubes in the back of your head. This version of Bane, of course, they don't have this pictures of all the veins, there's all the tubes and everything, but he was only mainlining this stuff into his bloodstream. Kraven's probably going to find out you've got something going on with you. I can see. He might even sense as a chemical. He might be able to smell the compound and go, I know what that is. I've smelled it before. It does this. Pop this. Do that. Do this. Do this. Some pressure points. You're a big guy, but you know what? I've held my own with people who are vastly stronger than myself, and I've come up on top. So I think if these two guys were to fight, I do think Kraven, more often than not, has enough skills and abilities to be able to defeat somebody like Bane.